Bit of a shake. Really get those wrists nice and loose. And then the ankles. You might find one is a little bit tighter than the other. Might help if you shake the wrist at the same time or the opposite wrist at the same time. Create two fists and we'll get that wake up the glutes vibration, and again just into the back. Just keep it easy. Onto the thighs, back of the thighs, calves. And then come up to standing. Let's do a little bit of work on our feet to get our feet nice and mobile. So we'll just go onto the heels and a little bit of walking on the heels. So really flex the feet, point the toes upwards. And then back to balance. And then we'll go on to the balls of the foot. Feel the softness as you're landing. Nice and easy, smooth. And then back down. And then we'll go on the outside. So just walking outside of the feet, you can flex the toes again. Back down to neutral. And then inside. Ministry of Funny Walks. And it's interesting, you may notice difference side to side, and then back to balance, and then again just give those ankles a bit of a shake, nice and floppy loose lower legs. And then we'll come to shoulder width apart. Little bit of give in the knees, so softening the knees, so a little bit of bend in the knee.
Can you hear me?
Yes?
I'm not, when I've got into your home screen, I can't actually see you.
Can everybody else see?
No, I was just about to type in the chat.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Thanks for shouting. There? Well, you were all doing it because I could see you doing it.
I was searching.
Thanks for pointing out. Sorry, my webcam wasn't working, so I kept the camera off on Zoom, and then I put the GoPro on, but forgot to put the camera on. You were all doing it. Well done. Thanks for shouting. Okay, let's crack on. So we've done this, heels, we've done toes, we've done outside edge, and we've done inside edge. Most of you are doing it, I could see on the screen there. We've done the vibration, and now shoulder width apart, soft knees, so we're just giving that little bit of give in the knee there. And we'll do our nice upper body movement. So we'll bring our arms up, and then down, and up, and think about opening up the rib cage, just breathing easy. And then as you're pushing down, almost feel the resistance and lengthen the spine up, so grow taller as you push down. Open up the rib cage, and then push down, but extend upwards. Get nice and tall. Open up the rib cage. and push down. Breathing in, easy breath in, easy breath out. Easy breath in, easy breath out. One more, easy breath in, opening, extending, and grounding. And then just bring the feet together. A little bit of balance to get started. Fist width apart with the feet. We're going to raise the arms, and at the same time as you raise the arms, you just raise the leg and let the leg float up, and then the arms come back down. Now if that's really challenging from a balance point of view, just raise the arms and just kickstand that leg. So I want you to be able to breathe easy. Then we swap sides. So balance on the other side, raise the arms, flex the knee, balance, smooth and controlled, easy breathing. You can breathe easily in as the arms flow up, and then easily out as the arms float down. Think rhythm, think smoothness. And rest there. Two nice little tricks or little focuses when you're doing this one is when you're lifting the free leg, if you think of where the bone is in the hip here, the top of the leg bone, rather than think of lifting everything up and contracting here, almost visualize dropping that head of the femur bone in that hip socket. So if you imagine this dropping down, it actually creates space to lift this leg. And the other thing is, push through the support leg as you lift the opposite leg. So you're pushing down as you lift up. So that really helps to stabilize. So let's do a couple more of those with the arms in, just with those two little focuses. So start on the left side. The left side is going to be the supporting side. So you're pushing down on the left heel in particular, floating up, nice and stable through that left side. And then you balance, stabilize on the right side. So before you even move, tell your body to stabilize on that right side, float up, and float back down. Smooth, it's one movement, so there's no start or stop. Balance, the slower you do it, the better. And imagine a little bit of resistance on the arms. So as your arms are coming up, there's a little bit of resistance. It's almost like you're floating through water or dense air. It's nice. One more. Float, 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 float. Strong. Easy breathing. And then back down. Give your legs a little bit of a shake if they need it. Hands a little bit of a shake too if they need it. We're going to go back to shoulder width apart with the feet. Slight turn out, slight bend in the knees, a little bit of softness in the knees. And now we're going to go down into a squat. So it's as if you're picking something up from the floor. You're bringing it up towards the chest. Your palms are facing the chest there, and then you're just reaching and opening out again. Then as the arms are coming down, you're lowering your pelvis, sitting down towards the floor, picking up, opening up. And lower. Softness in the elbows. Reach. Just go as deep as you can comfortably. So again, the breathing needs to be easy. Palms to chest. Open up. You can use the eyes. You can look up. You can look down as you're coming down. Push through the heels as you come to standing. Reach. Spread the fingers. If you're comfortable to coordinate the breath, you're breathing in as you come up. In as you come up, and as you bring your palms to heart, and then you're breathing out as you reach out and come down, and then in. All of this can be easy through the nose. If the breathing gets a little complicated, just breathe easy. So just breathe whatever rhythm, as long as it's in and out, easy through the nose. If the breath changes, you just stop the movement. And then we're just going to bring the arms to the side. Right, we're going to go down onto the mat. So if you need anything to put your knees on, if you need just something a little bit softer to put your knees on, if your knees are going to aggravate, then just kneel on something that you're comfortable on. So we're just going to go down onto all fours. So everybody's comfortable there. So the start position is your knee is directly underneath your hip, and your wrist is directly underneath, or your wrists, or your knees and your wrists are directly underneath the shoulders. So we're in hands and knees, all fours position. We have a neutral spine. So if we tuck the pelvis under, you get a little bit of a round of the lower back and a round of the upper back. If you point your tailbone to the sky, you get a little bit more of an arch of a lower back. So just come into sort of that neutral position where it feels comfortable in between. So you have a little bit of a natural curve in that lower back, but nothing forced. And just really feel your heels of your hands pushing into the ground. So watch that the shoulders aren't pulling up here. You can bring the shoulders back and down and just push the heels of the hands into the ground. Spread the fingers. Our tendons in the fingers tend to get quite tight if we're on a computer all day long. So just spread the fingers, and let's just focus on just pushing into the ground, just holding a push. So just push into the ground with straight arms. When the arms are straight, they're not locked. So I'm not locking the elbows. I'm keeping the elbows soft, but I'm still extended through the arms. And you're just pushing into the ground. We're not moving. You're just pushing. And you're breathing easy. So now we're just going to bring the focus to the breath. So you're still pushing with the arms into the ground. But let's just make sure you're still breathing easy. So the lips are together. You're breathing in and out through the nose. And bring your focus to the back of the body, the back of the ribs. So focus on the breath coming into the back of the body. And from here, keeping that breathing easy, rhythmical, we're just going to very gently move forwards and backwards. So we're just putting a little rock onto it. So we did this a while back when we started the movement classes. So just really easy rocking forwards and backwards, forwards and backwards. So you'll notice as you come forward a little bit more work going on, pushing through the upper body. So you can challenge yourself a little bit. It's good for the wrists, get the wrists strong. Make sure you're spreading the fingers. And then just come to rest in the middle. So just balance there. Now if your arms and your fingers and your wrists are getting a little bit overwhelmed, you can literally just sit back and give your wrists a little bit of a shake. So again, we don't want to cause any excess stress and strain. And then when you're ready, come back into that same position. Now from here, what I'd like you to do is take a couple of steps back with the knees. So again, just make sure you're comfortable on the knees. If you've got your knees on a support, then take a couple of steps forward with the arms and bring the shoulders forward. So we've just got a little bit of a longer lever there. And just feel comfortable in that position. And again, just push into the ground. So we're not actually moving. So we're quite familiar with it when we're exercising is actually contracting the muscles, but just by pushing, this is called an isometric contraction. So you're still using strength, you're still pushing into the ground, but you're not actually physically flexing or extending any of the muscles. So you're just pushing into the ground. If you are comfortable there, take one step back with the left leg, one step back with the right leg, and then come back, left leg back, right leg back. And let the breath settle. And then we'll do the same thing again. So you're going to step back with the left, onto the toes, back with the right, onto the toes, come back with the left, and back with the right. So the whole point of this is I want you to be breathing comfortably. So if we start to hold the breath, then you just stop the practice, you stop the move. If the wrists start to get a little bit tight, just stop and shake out the wrists again. Then when you're ready, come back into that same position. So our knees are just slightly behind our hips. And we can go a little bit wider. So if you're on a mat, you can take your hands to the side of the mat. And we're just going to bend the elbows a little bit and hinge from the hip. So just bend the elbows, hinge from the hip, come back up. And let's just do a couple of those. Easy, they don't have to be deep. Just nice and easy. Elbows coming out to the side. So you're just pushing the floor away. So it's just a little bit more challenging than last week when we just did the wall. So you're hinging. If you can get a little bit deeper, then come a little bit deeper, but no strain. So you should still be able to breathe easy. Still be able to breathe easy. And then rest there. Bring the knees back underneath the hips. Sit back onto the heels. And again, you might need to really give your wrists a little bit of a shake out there. Take a little breather. If you need to get a drink, get a drink. And then we'll go back on all fours. Knees slightly behind the hips. And we'll do step back with the left, step back with the right. And let's hold that position, but not the breath, just for as long as you can. Now, if you're breathing easy, just keep that position for a few seconds. If the breath starts to change, you just stop. So it's not how long can I hold that position for. It's how long can I hold that position for where my breathing doesn't drastically change, where it doesn't become so chaotic, or you don't unintentionally hold the breath. So then just back to start position. Let the breath settle. Same again. Step back with the left. Step back. Nice long spine. Hold the position, not the breath. Then step back. Step back. Let the breath settle. We will do that one more time. So step back, hold the position. See if you can hold that just that little bit longer, but keeping the breath easy, the spine long. Breathing into the back. Again, stop the minute the breath changes. Step back, step back. And then take a little rest there. Give the hands a little bit of a shake. We'll do a couple of presses, but again, I really want to make sure that you're not straining, we're not holding the breath, that you're really, really strong in this press. So just really take it easy. So take a drink if you need a drink. And then we'll come back to that start position. So your knees are slightly behind the hips, neutral spine. So this time we're going to step back, and just do one press when we're in that step back position. If that is going to be really challenging, just do it from this position again. So if you just prefer to do this, just easy press, come back up. If you want to do it with a long lever, i.e. with our legs stepped back, then have a little go with that. So nice and strong through the upper body, nice and strong through the shoulders. Step back, hold that position but not the breath. One easy press, one, come back up, step back. Breath should be easy. Let the breath settle. Breathe into the back of the body. Again, you really want to be in control of every single movement. It's not just rush and push, it's being in control of every single movement. So it's hard work, but you're strong, you're solid, you're powerful, you're breathing well. So nice and strong through the shoulders. Step back, prepare, lower your body, push the body up away from the floor, step back, let the breathing settle. Now, if that's really challenging, again, you can just do this. If not, we'll step back, we'll do 2 more of those. So let the breathing settle, neutral spine, strong through the shoulders, long through the spine. Step back, lower the body, push the body back up, step back, let the breathing settle. One more, strong through the shoulders, step back, lower the body, push the body back up, knees back, and then back up into a kneeling position if that's comfortable. Again, you may want to give your wrists a bit of a shake because we've done quite a lot of work there. So that's quite a big progression from that wall press. But if you've been practicing those wall presses and you've been lowering that incline, then you're going to the lowest incline. Well, actually not, because you could raise your legs up, but we're going to a level incline there. So let the breath settle. Just to finish off, grab your weight. So we'll just do a couple of pulls. We spent a lot of time on that, but just to counterbalance that, because we've been doing some pushing, we'll do a little bit of pulling. So you have your weight, whatever that is. It can be a bottle, it can be a bag or something. And we'll go into that 4-point kneeling position again. So this time knees are under hips, hands are under shoulders, and take your weight in your right hand. So you've got your weight, whatever it is, in the right hand. So you're pushing through that left hand. All you're doing is bringing your elbow up behind you. So it's exactly the same as when we did in a squat, but you're just doing it on the floor. Push through that left hand, bring that right elbow back, and then down, and then back, and then down, and then back, and then down, and then back, and then down, couple more, back, and then down. And then you can rest there, and then you swap to the other side. So if you've got a little dumbbell, you can just roll it across. And again, you're stabilizing through that right arm, and you're just bringing your left elbow back, and then down, and then back, and then down, and back, and then down. Really using the muscles in the back, and then down, and back, and then down. And then let's roll it across. Let's do 6 each side. So let the breath settle, stabilize, and you can go back, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then swap sides. Stabilize, always prepare yourself for the practice, for the movement. Stabilize, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And rest there. We can lose the weight. Let's come back up. Take your time to come back up to standing. Make sure you don't fall over your weight. And we'll finish off again with some of those nice, slow, easy, circular movements. And if you have time, if you're not rushing off, what would be quite good is just to give yourself 10 minutes just lying on your back. All of you've done the breathing practice before, so just lying on your back, just focusing on the breath, letting the breath calm before you start the rest of your day, or before you continue the rest of your day. Just to let the nervous system calm, just to let the body recover. And let the arms rest by the side. Bring the feet back to standing. Excellent, we'll continue with that. Good work on the floor there. Sorry about the video at the beginning, but we got there and you were all following me, which was great. Just a couple of pointers. I've got one place left. Anne's doing the course on Saturday for the Optimize Your Breathing Plus, which is a 3-month breathing course. You get 3 group sessions. You also get 6 one-to-one sessions with that. So if you're interested in that, I'll send you details on that. If you haven't done, I think all of you on the Zoom have done the breathing course. I think most of you have done the running course as well, but I'm starting the next Run with Ease workshop on Saturday morning. at 10 o'clock. So if you haven't done that, join that if you want to join it, or tell everybody about it if you've done it and you enjoyed it. And I'll have the playback if you want to watch the playback of this. I will hopefully see you on Tuesday for the breathing practice, or if not, I'll see you again next Thursday, or I might see you at the weekend. But thanks all for coming along, and I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Thank